Okay. Oh, I just like broke out into a fever sweat. Oh my god. This is what we've got so far. Yeah, I'm sorry that my streams crashed so much. Like, for the people who've been watching since like the first like 2 or 3 weeks I was streaming, wasn't my internet good then though? Like, it never crashed. But like, for the past like ever since those first few weeks, I've been having these like awful internet problems. And I think Comcast has a conspiracy against me. Because we had like a Comcast guy come over and everything was good. And then just like a couple months later, they like ruin our internet and think we won't notice. Yeah, young Hamlets, when the stream crashed, I was just talking to myself and then I looked up and I was like, oh man. Thanks, Wally. Hi, Mice. Your dog started screaming at you? Yeah, my Pam's little sister does that all the time. It's just like, please stop. Like, what are you doing? Oh, you're very naive if you don't know how a dog can scream. It's terrible. Are you kidding me? You know when a pencil gets contaminated and then it starts like bleeding this crud all over your drawing? Wait, why is black coming out of this pencil? That's frustrating. Hope so, Wally. These black lines aren't turning to be too much of a problem. I'm adding a bunch of like blush to like try and make it just seem like a kind of natural and even skin tone. Yeah, it seems like people get like a phobia of dogs when they have a bad experience when they're a little kid. I've only really ever had good experiences with dogs, so I've always like grown up really liking them and wanting to be around them. Like even if like I've had dogs like run up to me being threatening even, and I'm just like, I just can't bring myself to be that scared of a dog. And so dogs usually like get along with me well. I'll definitely be able to finish this on stream. Here, I'll show progress. Yeah, cats scare me a little just because I feel like they're more volatile. Like they're not nearly as domesticated as dogs. I just didn't really grow up with cats, so I can't predict their behavior well. When I try to draw goats, it often ends up looking like a baby deer. Yeah, that's the yeah, it's hard for me to goats are not my strength. Any ideas to make it look more like a goat? I'm sorry everybody, I just do not have much idea what a goat looks like, to be honest. Like I look up pictures online all the time of baby goats, but for some reason my brain just doesn't understand what it is. horns, but baby goats don't have horns. Okay, see you later, Connorite. The head of a goat is flatter? I don't know, I'm worried about that because Sandwich is a goat herder, so I mean he knows what a goat looks like. Let's see. Baby goat. Let's Google images and hope my stream doesn't crash. Oh, their ears are straighter. And it actually looks like their heads are rounder. Right, it's saying goat noises. Are goat noises that different from, like, a goat says meh or ba, right? And so does a sheep? I'm just revealing my ignorance here. Hi, Sandwich. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I'm glad it looks like a goat to you, because I wasn't sure it was getting there. Yeah, the ears are a bit big. Oh well. I mean, Princess Peach isn't exactly the most realistic character in general, so maybe it's okay for the goat to be a little bit unusual. Who knows? Yeah. So everyone, is pop punk dead? Dearly Saturn says never. Everybody else is saying I hope so. You edgelords. Too cool for pop punk. Oh, pop punk is like, it's kind of like what everything was in like 2007. Like, maybe like Avril Lavigne or like early Paramore. Yeah, I like pop punk. I like pop in general, you know. I don't like a lot of the pop music these days because I feel like it's like, it's just in a weird place to me, like that I don't really get. But like, in general, like the concept of pop music itself is like this sort of kind of universally enjoyable thing I really like. Dark brown keeps coming out of this pale pencil. It's freaking me out. I think it's because I was sharpening it using my eyeliner sharpener. Didn't think that one through. Aoba Ichiko? I don't know her. I'm glad you like it, Sandwich. The stream crashed a couple times early on, so you might not be able to catch every little part if you rewatch the video, but it should be most of it is on record. Pop the band. I just think a Skinny Puppy, which I don't even really know either. I've just heard people mention it, you know? You know those bands where you've just heard people talk about them, you don't actually really know them? Like, people ask me all the time, oh, do you know XYZ band? And I'm like, I mean, I've heard it name dropped. Yeah, I don't think I'd like Skinny Puppy. I feel like I might have Googled it once. I think my music tastes are usually pretty predictable once you know a few of what I like. Yeah, Ella's here. Let's see what we've got so far. It's hard for me to get it all in frame. Dearly sad and I usually just follow like smooth lines going down here and then shade sort of in between. My way of drawing hair is actually not very advanced. It's not particularly three-dimensional, but I just sort of draw some little basic like shadows, I guess. Thanks, dearly. Thanks, Kira. I think for the background it'll probably be like some kind of greens and blues, sort of like kind of like a blurry pasture. I'm not sure though, Sandwich, is there any particular request you have? Yeah, I think I'll start on the background now. So green. This is like a watercolor pencil though, that's a little weird. I like Prismacolor colored pencils. I have like a mix of those and then these Crayolas, which are not as effective, but here's a dark green. It's broken. That sound, if you can hear that, is just me breaking it off with my fingernails. Not that I have much fingernail to speak of. Oh, that's cool, Samet. Oh, here's a good green that's not already broken. I love playing solitaire. I play that on my phone all the time. You mean like literally like the card game, right? Okay, let's view progress. Yeah, real life solitaire is like not worth it, but focus camera, it's not quite focused. Thank you, everybody. Well, thanks for having so much faith in me, QK. Message me on Insta if you really want that, my Eskimoes. I'd do it for sure. For sure. Yeah, mountain, that kind of thing. I can draw. I don't tend to draw the most realistic looking landscapes because I have a habit of anthropomorphizing like every single thing I draw. But I could make it pretty. Nah, QK, it's fine. I'm kidding, I know. I get what you mean. It's funny sometimes the things my blacklist picks up. You're not allowed to. Fly hate is inciting violence. Poetry, no, not really. I really love like song lyrics and things like that, but poetry to me, I usually just miss. I'm just like, okay, cool, what's the melody? So like the only poets I've ever really liked are like, I enjoyed Langston Hughes. Emily Dickinson is like overrated, but she's also really good. Key, I'm sick today, so I'm not showing my head. You'll have to look at my other streams and see all my heads in all of those. The saved videos. I also have a YouTube channel where you can see my head a lot. I see Avki. Yeah, probably no singing today. I'm really tempted to, and I have like songs playing in my head all the time, but I feel like I shouldn't. So that's pretty much done. Yay! Glad you like it, Sandwich and everybody. So I'll put this away somewhere safe, and then I also have another drawing I need to do. This one isn't like a I'll tear a page out here. A name for it. I mean, I guess I should just call it like it is. Princess Peach with Baby Goat or something like that. Thanks everybody. I'm glad you liked the drawing stream for a change, because today's not really the best day for me, like singing or doing an eating video. I might have some trouble doing eating videos in the future because it seems like my doctor thinks I have celiac disease, so that rules some things out. QK, these are like commissions. That last one was a commission for Sandwich. And now I'm just drawing like a random piece for a patron where I'm just choosing whatever I want to draw. I'm gonna draw like a rabbit, but it'll probably just look like a dog because I'm more experienced with dogs. Well, it's already literally a dog. Yep, Sandwich, exactly like that. This is literally a dog already. It's just gonna have to be a dog probably. Or maybe it's a teddy bear. I don't even know what this is. Well, I mean, I guess it could be a rabbit. There's no... Well, actually, this could be a rabbit. It's a really strange rabbit. Don't visit that playlist right now because I can't sing right now. Did I lose my eraser? think I'm gonna make this a teddy bear because it's not gonna be a convincing rabbit. This is like what I tell you all, I really anthropomorphize animals when I draw them, so they just come out looking a little freaky. Exactly, Wooly. Dear Lord. It would be a good song if only it hadn't been in Shrek. Even if like I made a song and it like were like offered to be put in a Shrek movie, despite like the publicity, I would seriously hesitate just cuz it like turns you into a meme. Not that Shrek wants me, but you know, just theoretically. Sorry guys, I just don't really like Shrek. And you have to agree that anything that's in Shrek gets sort of memed. It's funny how I say the word meme, but it's actually on my blacklist. How could a movie about like a weird talking ogre not be a meme? Is that where it originated? Oh, come on, memes have gotta have been around since like the dark ages of the internet when there wasn't even search engines. I only know about those days because my mom told me about them. But even then they had their own weird little acronyms and stuff. This primitive internet culture. Memes didn't start until the mid 2000s? Are you serious? Where did the word originate? Yeah, I think that's just sort of like a kind of a form of like archetypes. Not exactly archetypes, but like iconography. That's not the right word either. But I think that's like the bare essentials of a joke really is to have this sort of universally or niche understandable like reference. And then that's what makes it funny or interesting. Like, I think honestly what makes a joke really funny is just the feeling included. Like, I don't think, like, a joke being smart or something doesn't often necessarily make it funny. It's just like when you see something and you're like, oh, I know that, it just sort of, like, makes you feel like it's funny. I don't know, at least to me personally, sometimes I don't have the most, like, sometimes I'll laugh really hard about something and everyone's like, what? Or I'll watch something and everyone's like, oh my god, it's so funny, and I'll be like, this is depressing and I hate it. So I think maybe I'm a little bit of an awkward source for that. I'd say I'm not good with dark humor, though I usually don't find it funny. I just have, it's the way I think it doesn't really combine well. Yeah, exactly, like an inside joke, sort of. Like, most people's inside jokes are incredibly cringy, honestly, like, when you look at them, but they're still, like, funny to that, like, in-group. Yeah, I know, usually I save the, like, weird deep talk for Sundays, but when you can't sing, you have to do strange, arbitrary, like, psychoanalyzing of nothing. This is like the most weirdly anthropomorphized teddy bear ever. Why am I like this? I just have see like people and everything I look at. I also don't tend to find self-deprecating humor funny. Like if someone's like, "Oh, I'm a piece of crap," LOL, I'm like, "Are you okay?" Like, or if I actually hate them, I'll be like, well, I mean, chew, but that's rare though. Yeah, it does need more shading. Oh, it's actually kind of cute. It's just way too anthropomorphized. But I mean, that's like this essentialness of a teddy bear versus an actual bear. Like, I once saw a documentary about teddy bears and their evolution that were originally like named after Teddy Roosevelt, and they started looking more like bears, and then they just gradually Came to look. Oh my gosh, this is so emo. You guys are right. What is this? This is incredibly emo now that I look at it. It's like, this is like so, this is very emo John. This is emo bear. Oh my god, what am I? I want to give it like strange long arms. Of course I drew emo bear. Oh my god. No, Hot Topic doesn't need me to make graphic tees for them because they just steal artwork anyway. Oh no, I slandered Hot Topic. Oh, whatever will they do? Someone with less than 1,000 Twitch followers slandered them. They're ruined. In all seriousness, I'm not sure if that's true. I heard that about some store. I don't remember if it was Hot Topic. It might have been like Urban Outfitters, I don't know. Oh, for sure, Israel. I do that all the time. Like, if I'm drawing someone smiling, I always start smiling. Okay, I'll stop the slander. Will that get me banned from Twitch? Is slandering Hot Topic on Twitch illegal? I don't know, I never had an emo phase, but like when I was like a little kid, I always kind of thought emo was cool. Not like just like the style of it, you know? I don't know. I never had an emo phase though, cause I was just not the most fashion conscious, I guess. Emophobic. My stream shouldn't be lagging. It's on your end, though. Because I'm not dropping any frames. Hi, Abel. Um, I think the difference between emo and goth is that emos are like, I don't know, I think goths are usually a bit older and they listen to like heavier duty music, whereas emos are usually younger and they like, and the music they listen to is like sad and stuff, but it's not like heavy as much. I don't know. I've never been either. I think goth is also much older. Like, I think people have been being goth for ages, whereas emo is more like a dated thing. My Eskimos, I do kind of want to try being pastel goth. I'll figure it out. Not like strictly, I just kind of want to try that because I just never tried being goth, you know. Maybe I was born to be goth and I never knew. Not really. I just want to try it. All the goths are going to be like, that's goth appropriation or something. I'm not gonna dye my hair or straighten it or anything. I really want to grow out my hair, so I don't want to damage it. I think emos are supposed to have feelings though, because they're emotional, right? That's what emo stands for. I think goths are more stoic, whatever it's called. Whereas an emo is more like all like worked up about stuff. What do you mean, young Hamlets? Are you saying that no one can be goth anymore in 2017? QK. Tell me more about emo. Goth appropriation is not acceptable in this current year, huh? Are you being serious? I can't tell. What we've got going so far. My hand is getting tired. Well, guys, I'm gonna goth appropriate, just so you know. Just FYI, I'm about to goth appropriate. I'm gonna be an evil normie appropriating the goth. You're going beyond me with this dark wave stuff. I don't like the way that was coming up. I'm tired. What is vaporwave? I've heard of that. Is my chin on screen? Because I'm like leaning forward, yeah. You can kind of see me. Oh, I'm sick. Don't look. Darkwave is more electronic. Have I ever worn bobble hats? I won't become a true goth, I'll just become... I just kind of want to appropriate the goth culture a bit. I don't know. Thanks, Lab One, I'm glad you liked it. I can still wear the comfy sweater. Cause like I would like appropriate like pastel goth culture specifically. That way I wouldn't have to not wear my sweaters. Cause like all my clothes right now are pastel, so I couldn't be a real goth. Nor would I really want to be. And you know my personality won't magically change because I put on some different clothes. Or like stuff on my face or whatever. Just dye all your clothes back and you're black and you're goth. How? Like, do I put like a big hunk of black food dye in my washing machine? Like... I'll have to check out this dark wave thing later. It kinda sounds interesting. I like electronic music actually. You know, back in the day I was like a die-hard Vocaloid fan. That's embarrassing, but it's true. I don't know. You can buy food coloring at the grocery store. It's not that weird. I consider clothes to be food. Got me there. I eat clothes every day. I do actually sometimes seriously like chew on my clothes though or whatever. pastel goth is so 2012. You're right, QK, but I just wore like what did I wear in 2012? This is looking a little better. What did I wear in 2012? I guess I wore like in 2012 I was wearing just like ratty little dresses and stuff. I wasn't too conscious of what I was wearing, and people would like point out how weird my clothes were a lot, but I was just like wearing whatever my mom bought me. I would also wear this like heavy costume jewelry with everything, which was actually kind of cool. I still have some of it. I'm not trying to be deep or anything, guys. I just kind of think it looks cool when people are goth, okay? I'm not saying like anything about their culture or whatever. I just think it looks kind of cool. Sometimes. I don't think I'm capable of like being really like an edgelord or anything. I just don't think it's possible. I don't think it I don't think it would come off me. It's just not in me. We're arguing about genres now, huh? What makes edginess? What is the true edgy? Okay, no fighting about genres, okay? Oh my god. I usually define edginess as a bad thing because it's usually very affected and like nihilistic or self-superior or often kind of like right-wing. I don't know. Let's not get into politics though. Hi, Shiho. Yeah, it's pretty quiet today because I'm kind of sick and I'm not really singing much today. Yeah, well, I think edgy is kind of like, I think edgy people tend to like think of themselves as like having like this sort of objective eye. And if anybody thinks their opinion is objective, I think that immediately makes them kind of unpleasant. I want to say because like it just sort of gives you a complex, I guess. Like if someone thinks like, oh, I don't know, like I think of like the definition of edgy is a little bit like Titanic Sinclair's Twitter. Yeah, trying to be counterculture often comes off as edgy, I guess. Yeah, often edgy comes off as just purposefully offensive. Yeah, but I just haven't really ever seen edgy used in a positive context, unless people mean like cutting edge, which is something different. I'm not edgy. Oh my god, I'm not edgy. I mean, I have some edgy tendencies, but as a person, I promise you I'm not that edgy. I'm not edgy. Oh, what's with people coming up with puns on my name when my name is like the most unrhymable name there is? Well, I'm not edgy. Exactly, Israel, because I'm not. I mean, I guess in some ways I'd say maybe I'm a little fringy, but I'm not edgy. Yeah, that sometimes happens, may I ask why. Sometimes it's used to dismiss someone's opinion. But often it's also kind of a valid dismissal if someone's just being purposefully like combative or like disagreeable. I don't think I've ever had anybody mistake me for edgy. Not to my knowledge. I think sometimes people call people edgy though when they say something like I think if you ever criticize capitalism, that makes people think you're edgy. Or why am I talking about politics again? What's wrong with me? Oh, Wally. Joking. I take everything literally. Like, by default, I take everything at face value, and then I think on it later, and I'm like, oh, I mean, they probably were kidding. Yeah, Mask Mars, I don't think you're very edgy. Sometimes people go all the way reverse edgy, though, and so they say they like really incredibly cringy mainstream things to try to be more edgy. So, like, sometimes I feel like, I don't know, like, it just seems like some people say, like, oh, I exclusively listen to Justin Bieber or something to try to make themselves feel, edgy. I don't mean that as an insult, my Eskimos. I don't consider edginess a good quality in the common definition online now. She-ho what? Tone it down. Yeah, no, that's not really PG-13. She-ho, now you're edgy. Cool people. Who do you think is cool? Like, who's some examples of cool people? After drawing this terrible emo bear, the first drawing I did on stream looks a lot better. Exactly, QK. Like, blacklist edgy. Maybe I should and never talk about it again. I regret bringing it up. Good self-esteem, QK. What's more important, sleep or relaxation? Yeah, honestly, Grimes is a little edgy. Like, have you ever heard Grimes talk about her music taste? She's like, oh, I like Justin Bieber, I like Mariah Carey. Like, it's like, yeah, we get it, Grimes, you like pop. Maybe she secretly listens to all noise music. David Bowie is also super edgy. I think every musician ever is an edgelord, though. I don't really mind people being edgelords as long as they're, if someone has good qualities, I don't mind overall edgelordness. True, number one Al fan. Yeah, no, Samet, you shouldn't go without sleep for 4 days. It does cause hallucinations. I'm not physically capable of staying up for more than like, I think my record would be actually only be like maybe 36 hours. It's not something I can physically bring myself to do, fortunately. I'd have to be like under some kind of weird stress. I'll more oversleep if something's wrong. My Eskimo is, what non-edgy musicians do you know? Why am I still talking about edginess? I didn't want to talk about it more, but then I keep talking about it. Designer babies. The idea of designer babies really sketches me out. It seems like... No, I'm not gonna talk about politics. Why do I do this? That sounds kind of trippy, Tibbs. Jason, Molina, Phil, Iberium, Alba, Ichiko, Nijavas. But I was about to turn it into about politics, and I think designer babies are just really a political issue. But I'm not going to talk about it. Because I'm already too edgy, okay? I'm realizing now that I'm actually kind of edgy. Oh my god. I really want to sing right now, but I know I should not. Google it, my Eskimos. I don't want to discuss it and you're tempting me. I just don't want to start anything. Okay, well, we only have 15 minutes left, so I think it's okay. Okay, designer babies is like, the idea of like sort of genetically modifying babies. There's water left, yeah. So you could like choose physical traits or make your baby smarter, quotation marks, or things like that. I don't know, I think it's kind of a dangerous idea because it sort of opens the door to a lot of like eugenics, which I think is really bad. And I don't know, I feel like it's a sketchy idea. Like, I could understand, like, not wanting, like, fatal birth defects, of course, because that just means the kid can't live. Designer baby, oh, like the celebrity babies and, like, the fancy cools. Exactly, QK, you track my train of thought so fast. Like Northwest or Syracuse, those are designer babies. Wearing all designer clothes. Exactly, my Eskimos. I fall for that bait so fast though. Like online. I know I shouldn't sing right now. I really shouldn't even be talking this much. but it's just like automatic for me to like sing and talk all the time. Like I never shut up. Even when I'm alone, I'm just like, oh, well, who's making that noise? Oh, it's me. I fall for that bait so hard. La Boheme? I don't know what you're referencing. My opinion is edgiest hipster thing possible. I think that because I'm really an individualistic free thinker who has great critical thinking skills, I don't get my opinion from Hollywoods. Blocking you all on Twitter. I'm not gonna start a political Tumblr, never. Like, I went through that when I was 14. Never again. I hate political Tumblr. I like read all the posts and look at it, but it's like house site, so no. Copy and pasted argument. True though. True. Well, if you ask me, obvious bait. You just think that because a relevant personal insult? Yep, fully. Here are the receipts. Receipts. This one celebrity thinks this, so you should agree. No, the bracketed things aren't censored. People are censoring themselves. We're just joking about the way people argue politically with really bad habits of argument. My stream is false advertising right now because I'm not drawing. I'll put the drawing from earlier here so it looks like I'm still drawing. Link to a Tumblr master post. Link to a Reddit thread. Thanks, Force Death. Oh yeah, Sandwich, I'll sign. Where should I sign though? I never want to disfigure a drawing, you know, by signing it. I think I'll sign in the screen part over here so it's doesn't really like show too much. I don't like it when an artist's signature takes up the whole page, you know, it like... That's a really edgy thing of me to say. I'm realizing what an edgelord I am. There, I signed. Comforting, katakana, it just took time. I'm not naturally a fast learner when it comes to things like that. Well, I'll see if I can teach you them right now. Let's see if I can recite them all. I learned them when I was like, I think I learned these when I was like 13. So there's A, I, U, しつてと. Then what order is it in? Next would be na, maybe. Na, ni, nu, ne, no. Ma, mi, mu. It's hard to remember out of context almost. It's weird because I learned these years ago. Me is me, mo, ha, he, hu, he, ho. You guys get the idea? Tsu is the one that's usually used in a face. Yeah, why did I put the I must be really sick if I'm putting the tes in the sa row. Sa, shi, sa, shi, su. Se. So. And then, now this is all out of order. Ta, chi, tsu, te, to. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things you just have to memorize it. There's not really a shortcut. Make flashcards, learn a bunch of words and practice writing them. Look at them in context, I guess. I don't really have any secrets. I'm one of those people who just studies by very basic memorization and listening. Why do people talk in Romaji? It's really embarrassing. Why am I so edgy? I'm just realizing now that I actually am so edgy. I mean, you don't need katakana as often as you need hiragana or kanji, but katakana isn't hard. It's just... Actually, thank you, young Hamlets. I think katakana is like technically easier than hiragana, but I actually found it harder. I tend to find more complex or wavy things easier. A lot of people find katakana easier because it's more angular. Maybe it's a little more like English in that way. And it's often used to write English words, but... Yeah, comforting. I was also duped. Who's trolling? Is my trolling? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know if I were trolling. Okay. You guys can see me now because it's the end of the stream. Oh man, I do look sick. This is a weird angle on me. Have I ever done calligraphy? Not really. Sorry, forced death. Really? I think I look a little wiped out. It might just be like projecting how I feel onto the I think my hair is mainly what's off because I didn't brush it or anything. See, Wooly can tell. Yeah, I guess it does depend on the angle. If I put on like some blush or something, you won't be able to tell. I look dehydrated to me. That's what I see. That's the main thing I notice. Yeah, I do look kind of sick. Well, it's kind of a last chance trip because my sister's graduating college. The brand Glossier, I've heard of it. I'll look it up. Now I gotta go though. I really have to like pack my suitcase. And I'm gonna have to wake up early tomorrow and print tickets and stuff. Oh, oregano. I can't eat oregano. It's ruined for me. Thank you, everybody. No, I'm taking an all-day bus. Oh, the pose. Okay, I'm leaving now, but I have to do the pose. Okay. Oh, man. What should the pose be? Here's the pose. Dang, my neck looks weird. Okay, bye everybody. I don't know how to edgy pose. Would this be edgy? That's not edgy. What do you mean is this? It's like a failed rock symbol. What, is this like an ASLY? What? I'm supposed to do a pose at the end of my streams apparently. Okay, bye everybody. Time to go. Bye everybody. Thank you for staff. Oh yeah, and I'll mail your drawing to you soon, Sandwich. Bye everybody.